Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to make 2 cards with Gladys. Gladys is a Thinlits colorized die from Tim Holtz, and I did a reel using paper scraps and I made 2 of hers, so we're going to put her onto some cards. We're going to do a slimline and a regular A2 card. I've got this lovely Spellbinders embossing folder that came in the Super Surprise box. Haven't used it yet. And I've got this older Echo Park paper pad that I want to use for background paper on the regular size card. Let's get going. We're going to do the regular A2 size card first, and I want to pick a background paper to use with Gladys. We're going to use this pink and this vacation-y paper. I love this paper. Okay, now the cool vacation paper, I'm going to cut a fancy edge on it. And to do that, I'm going to use the Spellbinders die cutting set, fancy edge dies. I love these. I don't use them quite enough. And all you have to do with these is just tape them down where you want them and run it through the die cut machine. So here I've got this adorable die cut edge, and then to get it to the size I want, instead of using the trimmer, I'm going to use the A2 waffle flower layering dies. I think I want to go, let's go 3rd. I'm just going to tape it down so it doesn't move on me, and I'll be back with this cut out. Isn't that just as cute as it can be? Now I'm going to go one size up and cut the pink so that some pink will be peeking out. So here's what we'll have. It'll be just like this. I'm going to glue that on. Get out the old ATG. And I'll try to get this relatively straight. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the card front. Look at her. She's so cute. Because I feel like Gladys is going to get a little lost on here, so I want to put a little extra white behind her. Just kind of make her stand out some more. So I want to do a strip. I think I need to cut this a little shorter. It's about 1 inch wide by 4 inches long. And we're going to pick a sentiment strip here. Thinking you mean the world to me, or thinking of you, whichever one will fit the best. Let's audition here. Black marker. I'm going to flag the end of this. Go ahead and add this to the card. Let's put the sentiment strip on with some foam. Get a little dimension, a little black fun foam there. All right, let's just hold her down for a quick sec. Make sure that leg really grabs on there because I don't want it to come up and get torn. She's coming in and out of the envelope. For no naked insides, we'll use a strip of the pink paper inside the card. Now this card is a little off balance, so I'm going to see if I have black enamel dots in here. Clear, black and white. Here we go. And let's do 3 enamel dots on this side. There. I feel a little better about that. Okay, card number 1 is complete. All right, I've got a 4 inch wide piece of white cardstock, my Lost Shadow Distress ink, and a sprayer. I'm going to ink up the inside of my embossing folder with Lost Shadow. And we're going to make her a little gray tiled background, and this should end up pretty mottled and just kind of soft. Ink it up, give it a spritz. Place your paper inside. Look at that. I'm going to go dry this and trim it down. I'll be right. Now I ran this through this way so that I can add a little more ink over top of it. So I'm going to go like this, get a nice texture with what was already inked, and then just inking over top of the raised areas. I just really like the look of it doing it this way. Makes me happy. Yeah, look at that. Now I want to try and trim this just a little closer. I'm going to mat this onto a nice dark gray and then put it on the card. There we go, just the thinnest of thin, a little darker gray border. And let's get this put on the card. I'm going to put Gladys down towards the bottom. Use the bear glue because she's got little delicate legs. I want to make sure her leg does not get torn coming in and out of an envelope. Let her little tail feathers go off the matting. And then for the sentiment, I want to use You Mean the World to Me, but I think I'm going to cut it. Use the marker. I think I want to mount this on some foam to give it a little bit of dimension. Use a little bear glue to get it onto the card. Just add a few enamel dots. There we go. For no naked insides, I'm just going to stamp this lovely chevron inside. There we go. Just so it's not empty. You know what I like to say? No naked insides. Alrighty, friends. Here's my 2 cards for today. Our star of the show is Gladys. If you bought Gladys and you haven't used her yet, you really need to get her out and put her together. She is a little fussy. My advice for these teeny tiny things like the eye pieces and the little leg additions, feet, I would run these pieces of paper through either a Xyron or use some Sizzix adhesive sheet before you die cut. I actually have some pieces in here that were bigger than what I needed to cut, so I just put them in because, y'all, they're tiny. So we use Gladys. We use this edge cutting set from Spellbinders, A2 layer dies, of course. Spellbinders embossing folder, and some old Echo Park paper. I really like the way these turned out. I think they were super cute. Now I did a reel putting these Gladys together, and I'll try to remember to insert it like right here. Like 28 seconds. So we've got You Are Amazing, little pink paper inside for no naked inside. You Mean the World to Me with that lovely embossing folder. Looks like old tile, doesn't it? I love that. And then just a little gray chevron inside for no naked insides. I hope you enjoyed these cards. I hope it inspired you to get your colorized critters out. You know, you could use any critter for this, right? The hippo would be cute. Oh my gosh, the dragon would be cute on here because he's so sweet, right? Just any of them. Get your critters out and put them together. And you know, if you got some extra time, an hour or two, and you're just kind of like, what do I do? Slap on some YouTube and sit and cut and assemble and put critters away for later. I'm going to do that. That's why I went ahead and made 2 of her at once in different pinks. but I'm going to take some time and sit and make like 10 and just stash her away. Because I live in Florida and I do a lot of summery things. And I'm a flamingo loving girl. So yeah, she's going to get made up, a few of them, and put into the die cut stash. Have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.